Hey everybody, welcome back to the Photog Experience. If you don't know me already, my name is Jonathan Bailey, and on this channel I like to give you tips and tricks on how to help improve your travel photography, with some vlogs thrown in. And on today's episode, I want to give you kind of some updates on the channel and tell you why I cruise during hurricane season. First of all, my heart breaks for the Bahamas. If you all kind of know what's going on right now, Hurricane Dorian is basically smashing straight through the Bahamas, and it is nothing to take lightly. I mean, there's floods, there's crazy wind damage, there's power outages. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in the Bahamas. And so my prayers go out to everybody that is affected by this crazy storm in the Bahamas. And to show support for the Bahamas, I am currently representing my Freeport Bahamas t-shirt that I bought in Freeport, actually on my honeymoon back last October during last hurricane season. So let's dive in to a few things, a few updates for the channel, and then I'll get into exactly why I cruise during hurricane season. So a few updates. My wife and I and a few of our friends, we're actually about to set sail on a cruise. We leave on the Carnival Magic out of Fort Lauderdale on the 8th, and it's going to be a 6-day Eastern Caribbean cruise. We're going to Half Moon Cay, we're going to Amber Cove, and we're going to Grand Turk, and I'm super excited. Those are all ports I've never been to before, so it is going to be a great time. A few of the kind of updates I want to give you. I'm going to be changing around some of the format with the exposure and with the creator limelight and things like that. I don't know exactly what I want to do or what I want to change yet, but there will be a change coming to them to make them just more engaging for you all to watch and to look at and to learn and to grow better in your photography and to grow better in learning how to take better photos while traveling. So during the cruise, I will definitely be vlogging the entire experience, from the trip down there to embark day, to all the different port days, through disembarkment, to the travel home. I'm gonna be doing all of that for you to share that experience with you all, because I think it's just fun. And if you're part of a cruising community already, you know just how fun it is. One thing I'm gonna be doing different is I want to start something sort of like what Peter McKinnon does, like a 2-minute Tuesday. Now, it's not necessarily going to be 2 minutes, and it's not necessarily going to be on Tuesday, but just little segments of tips and tricks to help you improve what you're already doing. I'm going to try to help you with learning your onboard camera app, your native camera app on your phone. I'm going to help you try to learn how to take better video with your phone. I want to help learn how to take better panoramic photos, all the different tricks that you can do to help improve your travel photography. I'm super excited about that. I think it's going to be super fun. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to record yet. I don't want to go crazy or overboard because I will be vlogging. I will be with friends and my wife. So I don't want to take too much time away from actually enjoying the cruise and enjoying the moment, but I think it's going to be a really neat little segment, and I hope you all enjoy. So now the main reason of this vlog, why I cruise during hurricane season. A lot of people are very weary about cruising during hurricane season because of the uncertainty of it. When you book a cruise, you book it so far advance. You don't know if it's going to have a hurricane during your cruise. You don't know if Mother Nature wants to happily bestow a hurricane during your cruise. And so it's a little nerve-wracking, the uncertainty of, okay, I'm booking this cruise, I'm going to be spending all of this money on this cruise. I don't want to take the risk of it being canceled or changing the itinerary or things like that, because some people book their cruise because of the itinerary. People sometimes pick their cruise because it goes to specific ports. And I understand that it's very scary because you don't want something to happen to where you lose going to that port, or your cruise gets canceled altogether. And I know getting vacation time approved is very hard, and all of that. It's super, 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 super scary. But the benefits, to me at least, for cruising during hurricane season outweighs everything. A big factor in cruising, in my opinion, is cost. And if you look at the cost of cruising during hurricane season, it is almost half, if not cheaper, to cruise during hurricane season than it is during summer regular season or peak season. Now, hurricane season is August to October, so anytime in there, typically the prices are way cheaper to cruise, and we typically like to cruise in the beginning of September range. No real specific reason why. It's just kind of what we do every year, or what we have been doing. This past year, we actually cruised in late October / early November, and that's just because we wanted to go on the Halloween cruise for our honeymoon and explore all of that stuff, and it was pretty awesome. Now, a few things that you have to take into consideration is just all the different things that you can miss, and all the different things that you can gain from during a hurricane cruise. Now, during a season of hurricanes, or during hurricane season, when you're on a cruise, that is typically during when school is in session. So if you're not a huge fan of cruising with kids, or if you're not a huge fan of being around a lot of kids and you don't want to take an adult-only cruise, cruising during hurricane season is for you, because there is going to be less kids for you. Now, I'm not saying there's no kids, because of course there's homeschooling and people book these cruises so far in advance, but you're less likely to be involved with kids on a cruise during hurricane season. Now, some people that is big for them because they don't want to be around children. It doesn't really bother me much because I kind of do my own thing. that is definitely another reason why you would want to cruise during hurricane season. Another reason why I cruise during hurricane season is because I put my trust in the cruise company. For me specifically, it is Carnival Corporation. My very first cruise was actually during Hurricane Irma, and we were able to leave before Irma hit. Our original itinerary was Key West, Cozumel, and then back. During Hurricane Irma, Key West was completely closed. And so what they did is they switched around our itinerary, and we went to an extended time in Cozumel. Well, once we were done with Cozumel, this is only going to be a 4-day cruise. We start basically heading back, and Irma was still in Miami. It was still hitting hard. And so what Carnival Corporation did is they were like, we can't go back. So what happened is they actually extended the cruise by 2 days. So our 4-day cruise then turned into a 6-day cruise. And what's really, really cool about that is if you are a Carnival VIFP, you know days or days while you're on the ship count towards that. And what's really cool is they gave the 2 extra days towards my VFIP account. We got to go to Montego Bay, Jamaica, which is a very beautiful area. We got to go to a beach there, which was awesome. We got $50 onboard credit. They made all of the phones, they made all of the internet completely free for everybody. Now, one downside to that is only so many calls can go out, and the internet can only be so fast. So the internet was super, super slow. We barely ever used it. And the phone, we only used it like once or twice because it took forever to get out. But we were able to use that to change our flights and all that stuff. So it was amazing. Long story short is the cruise line will take care of you. Safety is their #1 priority of everybody that cruises with them. And they are not going to put you in harm's way. They are going to change things. They're going to change itineraries. They're going to switch things around so that you have the very best time you can have. And I just think that is phenomenal. I think that is amazing. So Carnival Corporation, I give you props for that because that is so awesome. I'm sure other cruise lines do that, but man, that is awesome. Another reason why I cruise during hurricane season is because it feels like it's the last hurrah of summer. Because hurricane season is technically the beginning of fall as well, because it runs from August to October. So in fall, the weather starts getting cooler. Where I'm at in Virginia, the leaves start changing, the weather gets cooler and things like that. So cruising during hurricane season to me gives you a last hurrah for summer, because yes, it may be getting colder here, and in northern states it's probably getting even colder. I'm sure some people will probably be getting snow soon, but it's still warm. There's still tropical weather when you're on a cruise, especially if you go Eastern Caribbean. When you go south like that, you're gonna still get all that warm weather. So to me, it gives you a last, okay, summer is now officially over, last hurrah, let's have this, let's enjoy the beach. And then once this is over, it's now fall mode. It's all pumpkin spice, everything. So those are just some of the reasons why I like to cruise during hurricane season. I know cruising during hurricane season is not for everybody. I know a lot of people stress over the unknown and things like that, but it kind of gives you a little bit of excitement. It kind of makes it a little on the unknown side, where it feels like you're being spontaneous because you really don't know what's gonna happen. But those are some of the reasons why I like to cruise during hurricane season. I think the cost is a huge factor on why I cruise and why a lot of people cruise. And it kind of gives me the segue between summertime and fall time swinging into winter. And those are the reasons why I cruise during hurricane season. Now, if you all like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. And don't forget to be on the lookout for my news segment of something like 2-Minute Tuesday. I don't know what I'm calling it yet, but they're going to be short little clips to help you improve your travel photography.